Assalamu alaikum. We started a new series about the beginning of creation of this galaxy, this universe that we live in. Of course, it has nothing to do with the kingdom of the Lord. It's inside. Now, all Muslims know this ayah, this verse that says Al-Kursi, Ayat Al-Kursi. And in that ayah, in that verse, Allah says, وَسِعَ كُرْسِيُّهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ. His chair, his throne, acquired inside of it, the seven heavens and earth. So we are talking about the creation inside the throne. We are not talking about the kingdom, Malakut, of Allah outside. Not now. Very well. So we explained a little bit about how creation started. And today scientists attest to those facts in their own way. Allah also says, كَمَا بَدَأْنَا الْخَلْقَ نُعِيدَهُ. As we started everything, we'll return it back. He started from nothing, and then he started from dukhan, from smoke, cosmic smoke, and he will return it to that state. Allah says, فَارْتَقِبْ يَوْمَ تَأْتِ السَّمَاءُ بِدُخَانٍ مُبِينٍ. Watch, keep watching until the heavens come with a clear sight of smoke. The whole universe will return to smoke. When all the galaxies and the planets and the stars will collapse, will crunch against one another. They are spacing out. The time will come, they will stop. They will stop traveling outwards. And then because of the little gravity exists, they start crumbling back. And in a speed, as the gravity increases and the distance decreases, they crunch. They punch one another and destroy one another. And the whole thing returns to smoke. And this is exactly what Allah said in the Quran, and this is what the scientists came to discover in the 20th century. And they call it the Big Bang and the Big Crunch that will return the universe as it was. Nothing. Just smoke. Very well. Now let's come to the story of Adam that I promised to tell you the true story of Adam. If we go to the Jewish Christian book again, we don't have this in the Hindu books, the Gita or any other from the Vedas. We don't have it in the Granth Sahib of the Sikh. We don't have it in the Buddhist books or the Tao, in Taoism books. But we have it only in three major beliefs: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. This is mentioned in their books. Because Christians, adopted the Old Testament of the Jew, the Tanakh, Torah Ketuvim Nevuim, and this is found in the Torah Ketuvim Nevuim, the Torah and the writing of the prophets, and found in the Noble Qur'an. And three beliefs believe in those books. Very well. What is the story of Adam? Again, the story of Adam in the Jewish Christian book that they accuse God of saying or speaking out came from a myth, another myth. Everything is a myth about the beginning of time. The flood of Noah, Adam, the earth, everything is a myth that Jewish rabbis, a bunch of Jews, came together and invented and made up. All right. Let's go now to the internet again. It says the Garden of Eden and the story of Adam and Eve is also derived from the older Sumerian and Akkadian myths. Those are myths, fiction, lies. It is important to recall the story of Adam and Eve from the second and third chapters of Genesis in order to compare this with the Sumerian version. All right? Genesis chapter 2, verses 4 to 9, 16 to 18, 21 to 23. These are the generations of the heaven and the earth and so on. Let me make, a long story short. Now, in the Jewish book, it says, now, there was no vegetation, nothing on this planet, it was empty, and God planted a garden on earth. And He put in it every kind of vegetable, fruit, trees, etc. And then He created man, Adam. And He created animals of all kinds. Why He created the animals? To see if Adam can give them names, to see what Adam will call them. So how Adam learned those names? How did he know? And then later on, God, this is literally mentioned in the book, He saw that it's not good for man to stay alone. So he needed a companion. So He put Adam to sleep, and from one rib, the ribs of the chest that protect the lungs, He took one rib, removed it from Adam, and He made his wife Eve, the woman. So the question is, do any of you, dear viewers and listeners to this video, have a missing rib? Or your ribs are still intact? Well, He took one rib, so we have to come out like our father Adam. Any of you missing a rib? I don't think so. And this is the story of the myth that we are talking about 2,000 years before Jesus Christ. People made those myths and lies. And the Jews, who wrote the book of Genesis, adopted all that. So no, this is not what happened. That's a big lie. And woman was not created from one rib from the man. Even Muslims fall into that, following the Jewish Christian book. This is literally mentioned in today's Jewish Christian book. Open the book of Genesis, go to the story of Adam, and you will find it literally mentioned based on the myth that came about 2,000 years before Jesus Christ. So this is a myth, not revelation from Allah. So what is the revelation from Allah? What the Quran says. Let's continue the story of Adam next time. Take care.